Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode two of my computer journey. In the last episode, I guess is what we're calling these, I told you a little bit about my first computer experience and how a couple of things happened that led me to think that, hey, maybe computers aren't as hard as I thought they would be. And of course, I was like 10 or 12 at the time. Um, but the thing that really drove it home for me. So I should say that I give my dad a lot of credit for my career, really, because he recognized pretty early on that I was into computers. I had a knack for computers, maybe even before I realized it. Um, and so in 1998, between 98 and 2000, um, we got our first real family computer. Um, it was a Gateway 2000. We went to Radio Shack and I got to pick it out. My dad let me pick it out. And I remember the thing that it had to be 1999 because it was like right before high school or maybe like right at the beginning of high school for me. Um, but I just remember that the thing that I knew I really wanted was a CD burner. Like I was like blown away by the fact that I'd be able to make my own compact discs. And so we got that, and we got a separate line for our dial-up modem. So for those of you who do not remember the trying times of the internet in the late 90s, you would connect your phone line to the computer, and that's how you would get onto the internet. And if you were a fortunate enough family, maybe you would have a separate line because otherwise, what would happen is you'd have to disconnect your phone and connect it to the internet, like make the connection to the internet. So you wouldn't be able to get phone calls while you were on the internet unless you had a second line, and we did. So we had a line dedicated to the internet, and I had a CD burner, and I remember thinking like this is insane. There's no way I'm gonna know how to make CDs. I don't even know why I decided to do this. And my cousin came over and he was like, "Oh yeah, making a mix CD, like burning a CD, is super easy. Here's a blank disc. Do this. Here's a program that you can get." And we downloaded a program and we made the playlist of all the music I had. And I burnt a CD. And again, this was the third lesson where I was like, "Man, this was a lot easier than I thought it would be." So uh, I had that computer. I had now the knowledge to make mix CDs, and I decided that I was going to start selling mix CDs to my peers for between $3 and $5, or maybe $3 and $7. So the way I did this was I had the burner, I had a separate line that we could just always keep connected to the internet as far as I knew, and we would get the Best Buy and Circuit City circulars in the mail every week, and they always had a mail-in rebate deal for blank CDs. So I would guarantee that uh, my friends could give me a list of songs, and I would have it to them within 2 days. And I used Napster or whatever to download the songs. And the pricing was like it was like $3 if you just wanted like the a a compact disc, like an album, right? Because then I could just look up the song list and find download it all. Sometimes I could even get like the whole album like right in a row. Um, and then man, I it's okay. It's probably okay then. I mean, this was like 20 years ago. I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know this was illegal. Um, and for like $5, I you could just give me a list of random songs and I would try to find them and I would listen to them and make sure they were the right ones, and then I would make the list and leave the computer on overnight, and the next morning I would burn the CD. And if by chance I couldn't find the song or it was just taking longer after 2 days, I would give them like a partially done mix CD that would hold them over until I got like the whole thing done. So um, that was like the $5, and then like for $7 or whatever, I would do the full CD with like printed artwork. So I had a little bit of an operation going on, and the best part about it was, with those circulars, I was generally getting the CD for like free. It would be like $20 for 100 CDs with a $20 mail-in rebate or something like that. So I was making money hand over fist as far as a high schooler is concerned, making between like 50 and $100 a week doing that stuff. And then like Napster got shut down, and I realized I probably shouldn't be doing that. It came to my attention that that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. But for a while, I was the only person in my school that had a CD burner, or one of a few people, and I was one of even fewer people that had like a dedicated line for the internet. So I kind of took advantage of that as like a competitive advantage. So I was burning CDs with the equipment that my parents provided me, um, and that was a lot of fun. And I would repair computers and stuff like that. But um, in the next episode, I'm going to tell you all about my first website, which kind of fell into my lap. But um, that was a lot of fun for me. That was like the first time that I realized that I could make money doing something that I generally enjoyed, that I just did anyway. And that was so cool. So kudos to my dad for recognizing this talent, and to my parents for kind of giving me the ability to explore this. And thank you to all my friends in high school who trusted me enough to deliver on a good CD. I remember one time somebody was like, $5, that's like way too much. And I'm like, look, you're getting a guarantee, you're getting a case, you're getting the whole kit and caboodle in 2 days. Can you do that yourself? And he was like, no. So he was happy with it too. It was my first lesson in like good customer service trumps just cheap service. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any early computer stories, or your first mixed CD story or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks. Until next time.